Hello class. Today we're going to be learning about polynomial long division, and I had previously recorded a lesson of where I want us to be as far as the polynomial long division, but I thought it was a little too challenging for the first time introducing it, so now I'm making this video and I'm pushing back that lesson until tomorrow. So hopefully this is some good practice for us, and that's why on my next lesson tomorrow you'll be seeing a lot of the same stuff, because when I made the video it was supposed to be the first time I was introducing it to y'all, but yeah. So okay, so when we write our answers, I want it to be written like this. We have something is equal to two things multiplied together plus some remainder, okay? Just like this. Like 7 is equal to, let's say, 2 times 3 plus a remainder of 1, right? So say if I divide 7 by 2, I get 3 remainder 1, or wait, no. Yeah, if I divide by 2, I get 3 and 1/2. If I divide by 3, I get 2 and 1/3. So it'll make more sense when we start doing it. But let's first recall polynomial, or let's just recall long division in general, because it might have been a while since we've done long division. So here we have 3,217 divided by 3. And let's recall the process, because the process of polynomial long division is going to be the exact same. It's just going to look a little different. But we look here and say, okay, 3. How many times does 3 go into 3? Well, that's 1. Then we multiply, right? 3 times 1 is 3. Then we change the sign, and then bring down the next one, right? 3 does not go into 2, so let's bring down the next one. 3 goes in 21 7 times. And you multiply 21. 3 times 7 is 21. Subtract 0, 7. 3 goes into it twice. And let's see, 3 times 2 is 6. We have 1 down there. And the remainder is 1. But I'm not sure if you remember, but whatever the remainder is, we put over what we're dividing by. So this is really 1,072 and 1/3, because we divided by 3 and 1 was our remainder. So now that we kind of refreshed our memory on that, let's do some examples of polynomial long division. So let's say I have x squared plus 7x plus 12 divided by x plus 4. So I'm going to set it up the same exact way as I just do normal long division, where I have what I'm dividing by on the outside and what I'm dividing into on the inside. Now, this is what we're going to want to do. Take a look at the first terms and think, okay, x times what gives me x squared? And in this case, it's x, because x times x is x squared, right? Well, now I'm just like with this up here, we multiplied 3 to 1 to get our number down here. We're going to multiply x to both of these terms, okay? So x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. And now, just like what we did with division, we change the sign, so positives become negatives, negatives become positives, and change both signs. So I changed this one, and then this one needs to become negative as well. Okay? And then we just kind of add. Well, this zeroes out. X squared minus x squared is 0. 7x minus 4x is 3x. And then bring down the next term. So bring down, so plus 12. And then we've reset. We're going to do the exact same process. So x times what gives me 3x? Well, that's plus 3. And then now we multiply. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 12, or 3 times 4 is 12. We change the signs. It's negative. This is 0. So we have a remainder of 0. So our answer is x plus 3. Now I did want it in this form. And so what that is going to say is, and I'm not really concerned that you put this, because this is this big one down here. But I am concerned with this right-hand portion. So d of x plus, or some function plus some other function, or times some other function plus the remainder. So we're going to put these two here. It's going to be x plus 4 times x plus 3, and then plus a remainder, which is 0, so we don't need to write it. So this is our answer. Let's take a look at a few more examples. So here we have x squared plus 4x plus 8 divided by x plus 2. So again, we want to look at the first terms and think, okay, x times what gives me x squared? And that's going to be x. And then now we multiply this times x. So x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. And then we change the sign, so this becomes minus, and this becomes minus. And then we add, or subtract if you will. It's the same thing, I guess. This zeroes out, this becomes 2x. And then I drop down the next term, so 2x then plus 8. And then I do the same thing. I look at the first two terms, and I think x times what gives me 2x? Well, that's 2. And then I multiply. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is plus 4. And then I want to subtract. So change the sign of both terms. 8 minus 4 is 4. So my remainder is 4. So my answer here is going to be my two factors here, because this, isn't it true that this times this equals this? So it's going to be x plus 2 times this x plus 2 plus our remainder. Now remember, we put our remainder over what we divided by. And in this case, we divided by x plus 2, so it's going to be plus 4 over x plus 2. Just like that. Okay, let's take a look at this next example. So we have 2x squared plus 8x minus 10, and we're dividing by x minus 1. So again, I'm going to look at the first two terms. X times what gives me 2x squared? Well, that's going to be 2x. And now I'm multiplying this to this. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x minus 1 is minus 2x. And then I change the sign. So this becomes negative, and this negative becomes a positive. So now 8x plus 2x is 10x. And then I bring down my final term, so minus 10. And then I think, okay, I look at the first two terms again. X times what gives me 10x? Well, that's 10, so plus 10. And then I multiply. 10 times x is 10x. 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. Change the signs. Negative, positive, this is 0. So my answer is just the 2x plus 10. And the way I'm going to write it is x minus 1, times 2x plus 10. And there's no remainder, so I don't need to write a remainder. I don't need to write plus 0. Okay, let's do one more example together. Now we have 6x squared plus 11x minus 4. Now we're dividing by 2x plus 3. And again, I'm going to look at these first two terms. So 2x and 6x squared. 2x times what gives me 6x squared? That's going to be 3x. And then I multiply. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times 3 is plus 9. Plus 9x. My apologies. And then we're going to switch the signs. So negative, negative. 11x minus 9x is 2x. And then I drop down my last term, minus 4. And then I think, okay, let's see here. 2x times what gives me 2x? Well, that what is 1. 2x times 1 is 2x. 3 times 1 is 3. And then switch the signs. So minus, minus, negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. And so our answer here is going to be this times this plus our remainder of 7. Well, minus in this case because it's minus 7. So it's going to be 2x plus 3 times 3x plus 1 minus our remainder 7, but it's 7 over what we divided by, which is 2x plus 3. And that's it. So that's polynomial long division. Again, tomorrow's lesson, I'll be introducing it as if it was the first time because that was my first lesson. So if it seems a little redundant, I'm sorry. But I just want to get this easy practice in so that tomorrow it doesn't hit us with a lot of work. So, all right, that's all I have. Have a good day.